Hey, hey, hey. So, greetings from Israel. And I just had a little bit of shawarma here. And look at that. I am right here at the Donald Trump Square. In Hebrew, it's called Kikar Donald Trump. And there we have the American and the Israeli flag there. And right here in the middle of the city of Petah Tikva, that's what's set up here. So, question for everybody in the comments here. How many squares are there that have been named after different presidents of the USA? How often does this thing happen? Does it happen with every president that's in office? Or does it happen only once every 20 years? I'm kind of curious to know. Kind of curious to find out what you guys come up with. So this one is located in the city of Petah Tikva. I hope you can hear me okay. So, check that out. And see, what has happened here is that I believe it was in the year 1995 that the US Congress, which represents the voice of the people of the USA, so the US Congress voted to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Of course, Israel has always recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel ever since Israel became a state in 1948. All the countries of the world declare their own capital. It's normally recognized by the other nations. Normally every country gets the ability to declare their own capital. So the people of Israel decided that in 1948, and it was further ratified in 1967 after, I think it was 5 Arab nations came against Israel all at one time in the war of the Six-Day War of 1967. They planned to wipe Israel out completely, to kill everybody. They failed miserably, and instead, Israel won the eastern half of Jerusalem and put it under Israeli sovereignty. So at that point, Jerusalem became a unified city, not a divided city like Berlin used to be, but a unified city in 1967. I believe it took until 1995, so that's almost 30 years before the US Congress voted and won to pass a bill that would recognize Jerusalem as the capital, the way Jerusalem became unified in the Six-Day War. And by the way, the USA did not send any troops to Israel to support Israel during the Six-Day War. Israel was handling that alone with Elohim's help. So around 30 years passed, 1995, the US Congress decided, yep, let's recognize Jerusalem's capital, Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And then another 20 years went by, and still the US State Department had not followed along with the Congress. You see, the State Department is part of the executive branch of government. The Congress is a part of the legislative branch of Congress. And then after that, there's the judicial branch. According to the judicial branch, everything is okay. Everything is legal about that. There's nothing illegal about recognizing Jerusalem. The legislative branch, Congress, recognized Jerusalem as the capital, but the State Department, the executive branch of the American government, did not recognize that until 2018. It's not written there what year, but I believe, if I remember right, it was 2018. Maybe it's 2017. I don't know. I think it was 2018. It was during Donald Trump's first 4-year term. Presidents in the USA get a 4-year term with a maximum of 2 terms. So a maximum of 8 years. So the question is, how many roundabouts, how many traffic circles, how many squares in Israel have been historically named after U.S. presidents? Does that happen a lot? or does that happen rarely? So put your comments below, and feel free to contact me through jtod.org or through the channels jtod.org or Bomb Shelter Bibles. You can follow me on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter, all that stuff. Anyway, I hope you're doing great. Many blessings. I'm not trying to be political here. I'm not making a political statement here. I'm just kind of asking a history question. I'm not making a comment one way or the other about any presidential candidate or any presidential person. This is just kind of give me a rundown of the facts. Here we have a fact on the ground that a square has been named after one president of the USA. I'm kind of curious to know how often that happens here in the land of Israel. Anyway, hit the subscribe button and then punch that little bell icon so that you can get the notifications of the future videos. Talk to you later.